Next one we're going to do is the sea turtle. So usually I start with the light brown for the shell. Maybe about 4 or 5 pumps. I like him a little bit smaller. He looks a little bit cuter, like Squirt. Lengthen the balloon. And you're going to do what you did for the banana. So you're going to tie a double knot right here. And then fold it in half lengthwise. And then fold it up. And then I wrap that knot around and tuck it in the middle. Okay. So you have that, and then this is tucked in the middle right here. So that's the shell part of the sea turtle. Now we're going to inflate a light green one, so it looks like Squirt from Nemo. I inflate him about 6 pumps, about 3/4 of the way, so you have a little tip there. You're going to do what you did for the monkey or the fish tail. That's going to be the head part where his eyes go through. So it needs to be big enough to get a white round through, twisted in half. So about, it's probably a 7 or 8 inch bubble right there. That's for his head, so you twist the knot around and poke the knot through the middle there. Now with the rest of this, I just take this little nub here and I just hold it right here and I just wrap it around a few times. Or you can tie it in a double knot with the knot here, but I find that it stays if I just twist it around here a few times, maybe 5 or 6 times, and it'll stay. So now you have 2 loops, little loops, the head, and then this big loop, kind of like the palm tree leaf. You find the halfway point, because this is going to be 2 turtle fins, and then bring it up here and twist it together. So now you have the head and the 2 turtle fins. Now you got to connect it to the shell. All I do is slip one of the fins through the center of the shell there, and then you kind of floss it up so that where the twists are, it sits at the front there. So you have the head and the 2 fins. I kind of like to make the fins curvy. It looks a little bit better. So you kind of get it to the shape you want, and right there you want to twist. So I kind of pulled it, and then I twist this one right here. So it gives you kind of a curved fin look. You do the same to the other side. And that's the front part of the turtle. You add a back one for his back legs. So you just do similar to what you did for the palm tree, a small version. You tie a double knot, loop here. You can use an envelope cutter to get rid of these. I use my teeth. And then you fold that in half as well. And then that goes in the back part of the shell. Right here. So there's the whole thing. Now you use a white round. I did not, sorry, I have to get one. White round, 5-inch white round, inflated about this much. You fold it in half on the knot, and then you poke that through there. So you have your sea turtle. The artwork on this one, I draw what looks like to be a Pac-Man, and I fill it in. That's kind of like the crush eyes. Do 2 dots for the nose and the mouth, and then you do another eye on this side. So that's the sea turtle. This is the point of view for the sea turtle. You're going to start out with a mocha brown for the shell, inflated about 5 or 6 pumps. You're going to tie that off. You want a little bit of an end there. I stretch it out by squeezing it and running my hand along it in a circle a little bit thinner than the size of the balloon. And that makes it a little bit longer, a little bit thinner, so it won't pop. And then you tie it in a double knot here, right at the base here, not at the end. So tie a double knot, tie it in a loop. This is like a big bunch of bananas. So for the turtle shell, I just do this. You can find the middle point and pinch right there and then twist the whole side. You can do that. Same for the banana. I find it easier and faster when time's an issue to just find the middle point vertically, twist right there, fold this up, and now instead of having that twist there, you're gonna wrap this around, pull it over really tight so it goes across,
makes that twist there like that. If you don't do that really tight, you're going to have something like that, and that doesn't look good. So make sure you do that really tight, and it also does that twist there for you, and then you tuck it in. So that's the shell. That's tucked in the middle there, and I stick this under my arm for the time being. Now we need to inflate a light green, about 6 pumps. I tie that off and squeeze it, lengthen it as well. I do a loop twist by holding the knot like we do for the monkey nose, but a little bit bigger, probably about 6 inches. This is going to be the turtle head. This has to be a loop big enough to squeeze part of a 5-inch white round through, so keep that in mind. So I just find where I want, hold the knot really tight, and then twist the whole thing as the knot just stays in the same place, and then poke that through the middle right there so that'll lock it in place. That's the head. Now with the rest of this balloon, I need to make a big loop. You can do a double knot with the knot here and tie this here. I just find this works really well where you take this, stretch it, and then wrap it around 5 or 7 times. And then that seems to stay. So you have a big circle and a little loop. Now you're going to make this into 2 even ones. So I find the halfway point like on the palm tree and bring this over across and then twist that right there. So this is going to be the head, and then you have the 2 fins. Now we're going to add that into the brown one here. I like to add it into the side with the knot. And just add one of the fins through and then just kind of floss it on forward so that the head's there. Kind of arrange the fins. Now I like to curve the fins and then twist it right here. This makes it look a lot better. So curve them and then just pinch and twist where you want it to twist. And you got some curved turtle fins. Now before I put the white round in, I'm going to do some back legs. So let's inflate another light green one, only about 3 pumps. Tie that off, lengthen it, and then I tie it in a double knot. Now I get rid of this. You can use scissors, envelope opener, which we'll provide in the future, but I just going to use my teeth for right now. And now you fold that in half. So find the halfway point, pull it together, twist it. Now this is going to make the back leg. So you're going to put this through the center here and floss that point back out to the end there. So you have the sea turtle there. Now you're going to get a white round, a 5-inch white round, blow it up, and then about that much, and then you're going to twist it in half right on the knot. Right on the knot, you can see it's twisted right there, and then you're going to poke that through just one of them there so that you have an eye on each side. So that is pretty much the sea turtle. I draw in some artwork. I do an eye that looks like Pac-Man, and then I fill it in. Looks like the guy from Nemo. 2 dots for a nose and a happy face, and then another Pac-Man eye right there. And that is your sea turtle.